You already know.
You know what I mean?
Y'all already know, son. That's right.
I might not saw it on Facebook because we got it blocked a little bit. But,
thanks, my bad. Thanks.
But they good.
Yeah,
y'all gonna have to go back and watch the YouTube version.
Yeah. But
yeah. Welcome to Thhp Podcast. This is episode 131. 131. And this is your man, Uncle Kurt. And this is
Howie.
And we got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do. Oh
and,
my God.
You know, some of it more obvious than others, but y'all gonna get an earful today. So, you know, definitely stick around, you know, because we got a good show in store for y'all. And don't forget, if you need to contact us, you can email us at therealtriadhiphoppodcast@gmail.com. All right, I see we got Dominic already on IG. What's up, man? We appreciate
it. My girl Heather was looking at, you know,
okay.
She done slid out. She probably, man.
All right, we'll let it go this time.
Yeah. She probably doing some stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. You know, we got a nice show in store. How's your week been this week, man?
Been pretty good. Oh, I was gonna, if you don't mind, again, we are on Anchor. We actually got, you know, we're doing the audio of the podcast now. You know what I'm saying? So we could actually have some other stuff going on. Just check us out, and I will be uploading it. Yeah, because last week I did drop the ball, so I apologize about that. But around 9-ish.
9-ish.
when I dropped the episode. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But anyway,
yes,
going back. We pretty good, pretty productive, getting some things done, getting acclimated, getting used to schoolwork and all that other stuff.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
School got it. I'm sure they're keeping you busy, putting that work in, man, because, when you're in college, man, they just, they give you like the big book and just says, read this whole book and make a report about it.
Read, Nick. Read.
Well,
Weren't y'all trying to keep us away from books? We didn't have no uprising and shit.
Yeah, man.
Read, Nick.
So, yeah, man, but I'm glad you're doing it, man. We all need a little more education whenever we can. So, if you one of those people you can't get into school, you can still get a book for damn near free nowadays.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's too many books out there and too many ways to get information. So pick up a book.
Heaven for your edification.
Go read a book, you illiterate son of a bitch. Step up your vocab.
Yeah, that's my Bernie Mac impression. That was probably horrible too. So
nah, that was pretty good. But all right, man. So, sadly, we do have a few people to talk about that have passed away. It's really sad. We lost like 4 people in the past 4 days. You know what I mean? So it's really bad. So the more recent one is a DJ by the name of Eric Murillo. You may not know the name, but he was famously known for the old school song "I Like to Move It." If y'all remember that, it made the soundtrack of what movie was that?
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
That's what it's famous.
I like to move it,
move
the lemur.
It.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. So yes,
that was a jam. I ain't gonna lie.
That brother was found dead. Unfortunately, he was only 49.
Yeah,
only 49. That's very young, and it's really sad, man. I really hate to hear that. Also, we lost one of the veterans from the Portland Trailblazers, Cliff Robinson. He just recently passed away as well. I don't think they disclosed his death either, as far as the cause of death, but I think I read a story where it said he had recently went in the hospital for a stroke, I think. Something to that effect. And so, they're assuming it may be something to deal with that. But he was definitely doing it big for Portland, and he wasn't very old either, man. So that's really sad. Also, we lost legendary Georgetown Hoyas coach John Thompson. He was the first black coach to win the NCAA championship. Matter of fact, one thing I've been hearing about him is he was unapologetically black. And that's what I love, man. You know, if you black, just be black. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do nothing to be like nobody else. He was unapologetically black. And I love that. You know what I mean? He didn't try to change himself for nobody. And he still won them NCAA championships. You know what I mean?
A lot of people thought that, you know, Georgetown was an HBCU because of him.
Right. Yeah, that he made it extra black. You know, but so he passed away. I want to say he was 70 something.
Yeah, I think he was in his 70s. Going back to Cliff Robertson, I was going to ask you this: what years did he play? Because that's what I was trying. I figured he was playing in the 90s.
I think he played from the 90s to the early 2000s, but I don't know the exact year. But they said he played somewhere around 18 to 20 seasons.
Okay.
So somewhere in that area. So I want to say it was from the 90s to the 2000s.
We'll look like that up.
Yeah, man.
That's a feat within itself because, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't get 20 seasons.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, somewhere in that area. If I remember reading the story, it was either 18 or 20 seasons, something like that. So he's definitely a veteran. And I wasn't sure, but when I looked it up, I did recognize his face. I was like, okay, I do remember his face. You know what I mean? So now, finally, we also lost the veteran actor and, you know, somebody who I consider the poster child for black excellence, and that is Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Man, this dude, I mean, he, in such a short time, he became what I call, like, you know, legendary status in the Hollywood game because, you know, he has done so much in such a small amount of time. He was only doing, I think, movies for like 10 years maybe or less. You know what I mean? He had done some other stuff like plays, you know, Broadway type stuff. But as far as movies, I think he didn't really get into it until about 2008, somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
So he did a solid 10, 11 years. And one thing about him, he said that he was asked in an interview, you know, did you ever turn down any roles? And he was like, yeah, you know, a lot. He said when they would want me to do stereotypical stuff, you know what I mean? He said sometimes I would want to agree to it, but he said sometimes I would ask a question like, you know, how does this help, you know, blah, 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 and they wouldn't really have a good answer. So because they couldn't explain how, you know, this stereotypical character, you know, was good for the movie, he would just walk away like, I'm not doing that. And I love that about him. He wasn't a thirsty actor who was just like, I'll take anything you throw at me. Because a lot of us, we would just want that money. You know what I mean?
That's a good
quality,
I mean? Dr. Interject. And actually, that's something else we might need to talk about with some other characters that we'll, not necessarily characters, but
we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
That definitely segues into another story we got to talk about. But yeah, so you know, oh, and one more thing. Well, I'll come back to that. But as far as Chadwick Boseman goes, I mean, he got diagnosed with colorectal cancer in 2016, and he had done about 6 to 8 movies in that span of time. You know, it's hard enough. I mean, this was just 4 years ago, and this man was in like, it depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? 6 that he was working on. If you count 8, it was, you know, some that was released in 2016 that he had already been working on. But I'm sure he was dealing with issues before he just got diagnosed in 2016. So you know that must have been something that led up to that.
Yeah. Pain
in the body, you know, symptoms. So, you know, and then after he got diagnosed, they said he went through countless surgeries and chemotherapy and all of that kind of stuff, man, that's just tearing up your body, man. So, you know, I just want to really salute him because, you know, that's a tremendous thing for nobody to know. And I'm talking about even the directors who directed his movies didn't know. Because he specifically said, I don't want nobody to know. I think he just didn't want nobody to pity him and say, oh, well, we'll take it easy on you. Nah, he like, I want to do this right. So I don't want nobody to know. I'm just going to do my best, and that's all that matters.
The one thing I would say about that, when that happened, I kind of thought about Charlie Murphy, because Charlie Murphy was kind of like that same way, as far as like the private individual. You know, he didn't really tell you too much about the. And then too, you know, a lot of people, when you have those things, you know, they kind of exploit that weakness. If you understand what I'm saying. So I that's one thing I could say about that. I think there was honor in that, in a sense. It's still, you know, especially as black men, we still need to go. Well, I ain't gonna say need to go. We should go. I'll just say should go to the doctor if, you know, need be. I mean, I'm stubborn about it too. I don't like to go to the doctor for shit.
Yeah.
But
we do need those checkups and stuff like that. I gotta admit, you know what I mean? You know, what's up, R2G2? We do need to go and get checked up. You know, all the basic stuff that we can get. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a doctor-aholic or anything like that, but, you know, you definitely want to at least get some basic checkups done so that if anything's going on with you, they can catch it, you know what I mean, before it get too bad. And so I need to do that, you know what I mean? I know I'm preaching to myself before anybody else. But yeah, did you want to say anything else about Chadwick?
Yeah, man, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just kind of sad, man. I mean, the whole, like, the kids were hurt by this. I mean, that's one thing I really feel sorry about. The kids took it hard, because it was almost like, look, we lost our dude. You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, he gave hope and just a lot of guidance and a lot of, you know, just he put somebody in kids' faces who they could look up to.
Yep.
That had the same skin color as a lot of them, had the same hair type as a lot of them. You know what I mean? But he put that black excellence about himself, and he didn't give you that stereotypical, you know, I've been to jail and, you know, I got 5 baby mamas and all of this. You know what I mean? He didn't do none of that. He kept it, you know, black excellence all the way. You know,
and all the characters that he played were really excellent. Like, they were pretty much like stellar characters.
Yeah.
You know, even with James Brown, you know, the guy was it Get Up?
Get On Up.
Yeah, that was like one of my
favorites.
Good
movie.
He came in there with that shotgun. Why y'all use my bathroom?
Yeah, man.
Hilarious.
He played James Brown. He played the iconic Jackie Robinson in 42. He played Thurgood Marshall. A lot of y'all don't know about that one. Y'all need to go check that out.
The movie was called Thurgood?
It's called Marshall.
Okay, I did not.
Marshall.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
That, you know, then Black Panther, you know, something that really, you know, helped to give a lot of black kids that someone to look up to, man. You know, I love that about that, because Black Panther put a spotlight on real black excellence and you know, black leadership and black love and all of that good stuff that, you know, you don't see a whole lot of if you're watching the Housewives shows and all of that shit where they fighting all the time. You know, I mean, that's why I don't really get into that. I don't want to see my people always bickering and shit at each other. You know what I mean? Because now they capitalizing off of y'all, you know?
Yeah, capitalizing off of misery.
Right. And so, you know, I love that about him, man. He really knew how to choose his roles, and he didn't just settle for anything. So I want to go through some of the movies that he did while he was diagnosed and dealing with this cancer. You know, we had Black Panther, which is 2018. We got 21 Bridges, which is really good. That was 2019. We got The Five Bloods, that just came out this year.
Oh, that was powerful.
Yeah, that was powerful, man. Y'all need to go see that. Yeah.
Woo!
We got Avengers Infinity War 2018. Marshall 2017. Captain America Civil War, he was in there 2016. Avengers Endgame, he was in there. And Gods of Egypt was also 2016. He was in there.
I need to see that. Especially for the character he played.
Yeah.
The character he played?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So, and then during this time while he's diagnosed and dealing with his cancer, he's going to hospitals like St. Jude and visiting kids who are also losing the battle to cancer and struggling with it. And he's visiting them and giving them hope, not even letting on that he is going through something himself. You know what I mean? And you know, you can look at that one of two ways. You can say that's a negative or positive, but I look at it more as a positive because, you know, sometimes once people learn information, it puts a different perception in their mind about you. And I think he just didn't want to be looked at in a pitiful way. He just wanted to be, I'm just Chadwick, I'm just another person, just like you. You know what I mean?
Oh, another stellar moment too that I wanted to say, and I forgot about. Actually, I didn't even know about this till today. He won. I think he won the MTV award.
Yes.
For like Black Panther, and he got up on stage and gave it away to.
I forget the dude's name,
but he's the guy that stopped the shooting at a Waffle House,
right,
in Tennessee. You know, the president didn't. Usually, when you do shit like that, the president usually gets get to you. Yeah, he kind of fucked that up, Trump. So.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
that was a dope move right there.
But that was dope. That was, I'm in class, man.
He was a class act, man. I mean, he got up on stage and he immediately acknowledged that dude. He was like, "This ain't even about me. This is about. I want to give a spotlight to this man because he did something truly amazing. Stop the bullet and stop the fight and stop this and." You know, I apologize. I don't remember the guy's name, but you know, I just thought that was such an act of humanitarianism. You know what I mean? To just put somebody else before you. You know what I mean? So, and then also he made a small appearance in Spider-Man: Homecoming, which was in 2017. Yeah.
Whoa, so what character was he?
I didn't see it. I just got.
I seen the movie.
Yeah,
and they, you know what I'm saying.
They said that he made a small appearance in there, so I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. That was 2017, but yeah, man. I mean, he was just a person of excellence, and you know, the fact that we got a lot more to talk about, but you know, we just wanted to kind of acknowledge him. And, you know, that's why we opened the show like we did, because, you know, we got to give respect to somebody who really just, you know, he put a light around other people, you know what I mean? Because he's just, I don't know, man, it's hard to describe him, man. He's just such a guiding light, if you will, you know what I mean? You look at him and you just see this light in his eyes, you know? And I hate that he was so young when he passed. I mean, the man was only 43 years old.
42.
Was he actually 42? Because I've been trying to go back and forth, and I've seen a couple of different birthdays, and the one I seen the most put him at 43.
Yeah,
but
there's a reason for that.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna really get all crazy.
We'll come back to that.
But there's a reason why they doing that.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about him at the end of the show to really just keep paying tribute. But we got a few more things we got to talk about before I get into my birthdays. Did you want to talk about anything else about Chadwick?
Nah, man. Let's go ahead and give a moment of silence.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right. And as you can see, I had to get my Black Panther on today.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah, man. My man got it too.
With the Black Power.
You know.
Black Power.
Matter of fact, man, what did I do? I had something I wanted to show y'all, and I forgot what I did with it. But oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I think it's in here. Hold on.
Oh, right.
Somebody gave this to me.
Oh shit!
Somebody gave me this. A friend of mine gave me this. And it's a couple of, maybe about a year or so ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, basically. But it's a Black Panther figurine, and I just had.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, man.
I'm about to hit this. I'm about to hit that.
My man is iconic. So I just kept it, man, because it was always one of my favorite characters, and now I just feel like now I gotta keep it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna keep that right there while we celebrate. But yeah.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow effect.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. So we got a few birthdays we got to talk about.
Before we do any of them,
okay.
I gotta shout out my man Trey Gibson. If you listen to the show, his birthday is yesterday. That was my homie back in college.
Happy birthday,
when I
Trey.
went the first time before I dropped out. But anyway, that's my homie right there.
Yeah, man.
I just want to shout out him and his family real quick.
Happy birthday, Trey. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
And on just a few days ago, on August 31st, was my man Joe Budden.
Joe Beasley. He was letting it off.
Yeah, man. So we gonna talk about him too. Today, which is September 2nd, the man we just spoke about, Coach John Thompson, would have been his birthday. He would have been 79. So he died just a couple days short of his birthday. So yeah, man, he would have been 79 today, I believe. And then also today we got my man Cat Williams.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I had to get T'Challa to do the tink tink. But yeah, man. Also rapper Canary Diamonds. Her birthday is today as well. Coming up tomorrow, we got my man DJ Envy.
All right.
That's right. His birthday is September 3rd. Also, coming up on the 6th, my man Nore Nori. Yes, sir. Boo! Happy birthday to the CNN General.
Yeah, man.
Also on the same day as Nori, we got my homegirl Foxy Brown.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And then last but not least, the veteran Dana Dane, also on the 6th. Yes, sir.
I did that for Dane.
Yeah, man, that's my dude right there, man. With fame. Yeah, man. He had some classic, man. What he had, Nightmares in the night. That was my joint. I used to run that back all the time, man. And then we also got some. That's enough for birthdays today, but we got some new music coming out that just been released. So I want to go over a couple of tracks. Y'all know we told y'all Big Sean was doing his Detroit Part 2 album. He just dropped a single called Harder Than My Demons, and this joint it go pretty hard. I believe he got a video for it and everything. And then my man Black Thought just dropped a video for his new joint called Good Morning, produced by Swiss Beats, and it features Pusha T and Killer Mike.
Oh,
man.
Shit.
Man. Good morning. That joint go hard. That's my favorite joint so far. So, and then, right after the podcast last week, LOX dropped a whole album on us.
Y.O. G-Block. You know what I mean?
354. So they dropped the album called Living Off Experience. So they kind of took the LOX concept and turned it into that. living off experience.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I didn't even know. It was like right after the show, I saw a post by them, and it was like, yeah, tonight our album drops. I was like, shit, how the hell? We didn't even know about it. So it dropped.
Yeah, they're probably trying to, do it under the radar so Jay-Z wouldn't fuck with their shit.
Hov did that. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
I got an album called Living on Jay-Z's Experience.
Boy.
It's your boy. But yeah, so that's some good music, man. I need to check that out, man. The Locks, when they drop, you gotta cop that. You gotta hear it. You gotta cop it. Everything. So don't sleep on that, man. And Black Thought, come on, man. Enough said. And Big Sean, has been a while for him, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does with this album too. All right, so we got a bunch of topics to talk about.
A bunch.
First, I just want to go over a couple of small things. I want to give a big shout out to Tyler Perry. He has just been officially put into billionaire status.
All right.
Let's get it. Yes, sir. So I'm happy for him. He's doing it big. His plays. They I think those really catapulted him where he needed to be. Because one thing I know is that whenever you're willing to invest in yourself, eventually it comes back to you. When you're one of those people who just feel like I need somebody to always sponsor me or get me started, help me, give me the funding that I need. Nah, he invested in himself. He was in his own plays. He directed his own plays. He got his own movies going. He got a 300-acre studio in Atlanta.
Yeah, bigger than Hollywood.
Man, come on now. Let's give it up for that, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. Speaking of a bunch of acres, tell us about the 19 families, man.
Okay, so basically, real quick, there are 19 families, black families, because black on black. But seriously, 19 families bought 90 acres of land in Georgia, so black people can have a safe city.
Yes, sir. That's going to be the next Black Wall Street. It's going to be the next Black Wall Street.
We hope.
I hope so.
I hope they don't mess around and mess it up like they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they don't get jealous and try to do what they did.
Them niggers got every damn thing. I mean, goddamn, they got an airport. We got to do something. They got to do something. They got
away our land.
They got too much goddamn money down there.
I'm telling you.
Damn niggers.
So Georgia, man, they doing it big. You got Tyler Perry got 300 acres. These families bought 90 acres. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, that's cool.
Huge.
That goes to show you, though, like we if we have our money in the right direction, not necessarily so much right, but we have it in the right direction instead of being on bullshit. And I'm talking about me too, because I bullshit a lot.
Yeah.
But like you ain't supposed to agree with me. God damn. Anyway.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm just vibing with the music. Whatever you say.
He's like, yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm just vibing
you
with
are
the music.
bullshit, Howard. Bullshit, man.
You know you ain't shit, right?
Yeah, you know you ain't shit. But anyway, you cool, man. We cool. But nah, like I was saying, dude, like, we need to get past that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm preaching to myself too. And we can get together and do something like that. So like we have a purchase like that in 2020, if America still exists, because the way shit's going. But going back, if you go, looking down the years, 2060. Oh man, we purchased that back in 2020, and look, I'm old now. My kids are enjoying this place. Well, hey, granddad. What you do? Get this.
Right.
It all started back in 2020, son. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. And that's the way to build generational wealth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clap that
one, reach one, teach one.
Exactly. That's the motto.
Or did I say that backwards? Is it each one, teach one, reach one?
Either way, I think it's reach one first. Each one, reach one, and then teach one. So yeah. But either way, man, you know, I mean, that's the model. You know, that's the, you know, the moral compass that we all need to be going by. You know, so I really like that, man. Let's real quick. I just heard about this. I ain't really been paying too much attention, but my man Rick Ross threw some shots at Lloyd Banks. I don't know what's up with Rick Ross. Man.
Let me tell you. Let me take the name. What he saying?
I think he got a little swole-headed, but basically on one of his social media posts, he was like, yo, Lloyd Banks, you still got some money, man? You know, clowning him because Lloyd Banks kind of retired out of the hip-hop game. So he like, yo, you still got some money, man? Because I'll buy your name from you, man. I'll give you like $3,000 or $4,000 for your name because I kind of want to use that as my nickname. He said, I want to call myself Banks Sinatra. And
but I'm not gonna lie, that's a dope name.
Yeah, it would be dope. Name. But it's like you ain't had to clown my man for that. You know what I mean? I mean, clown, you and 50 got something going on, but don't bring nobody else into it. I heard that Lloyd Banks did respond. I'm not sure if he did or not, but you know, Rick Ross just kind of threw a little bit of a low jab there. So,
yeah, you gotta respond to that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And if I got beef, you involved. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot the Lloyd's not with the G Unit crew no more. So.
Yeah, I mean, he out of the game completely, so he ain't in nobody crew. I mean, I don't know, man, but we'll see what happens. We'll keep y'all posted on that. I just thought that was kind of funny that he did that. But I heard that Lloyd Banks responded, but I just didn't get a chance to see what he said. You know, so if anybody knows, throw that in the comments. You know, let us know.
So let me ask you this: in a freestyle battle, Ross or Banks?
Well, it depends. I think I don't think either one of them really do off the top of the head or anything like that, so I'm sure they're gonna have to write something. But lyrically, I think I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Yeah, because when Rick Ross first came out, I was like, he not that good. But you know, he started upping his bar game. So, but I still think Lloyd Banks might come out on top because Lloyd Banks has always been into giving you bar for bar rhymes. Rick Ross, he's giving you some good bars, but a lot of his bars is based on swag and money and, you know, that typical stuff. He don't give you that battle bars. You know, he ain't a battle cat, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I think he would say some good shit, but I think Lloyd Banks might still come out on top. What you think?
I don't know. Like you said, it depends. I think it depends on the situation. It would depend on like if they actually got in the booth and battle, like you know, like on the pen level. Yeah, it depends what's being written. So yeah, and then on top of that too, it also depends on the crowd, like who the crowd gonna, cause you know the crowd gonna, you know, determine the favorite anyway.
Right, that's true. Even now, if you go on popularity, Rick Ross gonna win. If you're going on popularity, because you know we haven't really heard much from Banks in a while, so a lot of the younger generation don't really know him as much. You know, they might have heard something right before he got out the game. But you know, nowadays it's all about staying relevant. If you're not dropping something every week, kids act like they forgot all about you. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Like,
I was about to say, you drop something and like, you know, I mean, I don't even see how like people like Kendrick Lamar, like they didn't drop nothing since the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's 2018.
Yeah. So like, really, that's almost damn near career suicide nowadays. Yeah. But he's still making his moves.
And I have to admit, when all of the protesting and all of that black anger started coming out, I really thought we would hear more from Kendrick Lamar. So I was kind of a little disappointed because I'm like, okay, this is right up his lane to talk about these black issues and still make it sound good. So I don't know, man. I mean, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully he gearing up to drop something soon. And like I said, with Rick Ross and Banks, I still think Banks will take it. You know what I mean? What do you think, T'Challa?
Oh.
Happy boy Banks will win, nigga.
Yo, why I had like a New York accent, like some fucking like other niggas sound like he had beat the word like some Timberlands or some shit. Like
son will beat his ass.
Yeah, like he on the Goon Squad,
right?
For real. Brownsville, nigga.
Brownsville, nigga. That's facts. But yeah, we're gonna have to keep T'Challa here with us for good luck.